In this next video, I'm going to show you how to run a returned sales report. This will be to analyze your returns that customers have brought back in your store. To run this report, you can be at the top level organization at the right-hand corner, or you can be at your individual store. And we're going to click on Reporting, Sales, and Returned Sales. This will bring us into the Returned Sales screen. The first thing you'll see is the report name. If you wanted to type in a name to the right of report name and select your criteria, you can save that by clicking on Save Report. That'll save everything that you selected, and that way any point in time you can click on the magnifying glass icon and select that saved report. The next thing is the output method. The default is PDF to view in report format. There's also Excel and CSV. We're going to do it in PDF. There's two tabs. You have the Report Options tab and the Report Criteria tab. First thing on the Report Options, you see how do you want to analyze your data. To the right of Analyze By, you can click on the drop down and choose SKU, Category and SKU, Supplier and SKU, Cashier, Salesperson, and Return Reason. If I want to analyze my returns by return reason to see, what types of reasons and how many per return reason, I can choose return reason. Or if I want to do it by salesperson to see how many returns particular salespeople have, I can do it by salesperson. In this example, I'm going to do it by return reason. Then you have the what period would you like to view. To the right of sales period, if you click on the drop down, you have week to date, previous week, month to date, previous month, season to date, previous season, year to date, year to last month, previous year, last number of months, last number of weeks, last number of days, selected dates, yesterday and today. We're going to go ahead and select year to date for this example. You have how would you like to view the report. You can click on Include Return Code Subtotals, and you can also click on Only Include Sellables. We're going to click on Include Return Code Subtotals. You have what fields do you want to include. If you want to include retail, you check that. Which cashiers would you like to see? If you want to see all cashiers, you leave it at all cashiers, or you can click on the drop down and select specific cashiers. And then you have how would you like to treat your stores. There are separate stores and combined stores. If you have multiple stores, you can combine them. Or if you have one store or more than one, you can do separate stores and it will list those stores separately. We're going to do separate stores. And you also have the Report Criteria tab. If you wanted to look at everything, you would just leave this entire screen blank. You can do it by store state, if you have store custom entries, by a particular supplier or suppliers, by color or colors, by SKU or SKUs, and then if you have any product custom entries, you can choose those as well. You can also exclude certain criteria. If you wanted to print everything but a particular supplier, you could put that supplier in and click on the exclude checkbox. If you wanted to save this report, how you selected everything, you can just click on the Save Report button down at the bottom, and that will save that report. If you had other reports that you wanted to run, you could click on Add Job and Continue. If you're ready just to run this one report, you can click on Add Job and Run. This will bring you to the report history, and we can click on Return Sales. You can open it, save it to your hard drive somewhere, or cancel. We're going to go ahead and click on Open, and that brings the report up on the screen. If you want to zoom in to make it bigger, you can click on the Zoom, click on the screen, and that makes it bigger. Then you can scroll down and look at this report. See, we did this report as of return reason. We did it for year to date, and now it's going to list the return reasons. So it shows customer did not want, shows your ticket, the sale date, the time, the cashier, what the SKU was, the reason again, the totals, the description, the quantity, and the price. You can also see not only the cashier, but you can see the salesperson on each reason. If you wanted to print this, you could click on the printer icon up at the top. You could save a copy to your hard drive. You could email this. You can also search for an item on this report. If you want to get to the last page, you can click on the last page button. If you want to get to the first page, you can click on the first page, or you can go page by page through this report. And then remember to set up return codes. You'd be at the top level organization, the top right hand corner. You would go to Setup, Codes, and Manage Return Codes. And that's where you could set up all your return codes that you want.